What is up, YouTube? I know it has been an extremely long time since I've uploaded. The last 8 or 9 months has been completely crazy. As you can see, I do still have the car. I didn't sell it. I didn't get rid of it, anything like that. But the last video that I posted, the car, I just got back from a 5,700 mile road trip, and the car did great on that trip. Not a flat tire, not broken down, nothing. It did use a lot of oil. It used 7 quarts of oil during that trip. It was using like half a quart every time I had to fill up, somewhere between there. So when I got back from the trip, the car did perfect. It just used all that oil. The car had about 340,000 miles, a little over 340,000 miles on it when I got back from the trip, I think is what was in that video. All right, then I started that job at Smithfield, working in a ham factory, 5-6 days a week, And I was driving the car to work every single day. Car was still doing pretty good. It was using oil, but it was still running and driving good. And one night on my way home from work, I hit an elk. It was right in the middle of the road. I was doing about 65 miles per hour. It was about 2:30 in the morning. I was doing about 65, 70. The elk was just right in the middle of the road, right on the turn. I didn't have no time to react. It just hit. All right. It hit its back legs. It flopped up on the hood, dented the hood, fender, caved in the windshield. The mirror broke off. Alright. I had a new windshield. As you can see, it's not the original Toyota windshield anymore. But I put the new banner back on it, to make it look the same. The fender come from a parts car. The hood come from the parts car. The headlight is still broke, but it's on the way in the mail. It'll be here in a couple of days, and I'll get that replaced. It just cracked it mainly. It still works. There's the old hood right over there. And then, that was in December whenever I hit that elk in this car. But soon after I started working, I found a good deal on another Toyota Camry, a 2000 model. This one right here. I picked it up. It comes from Texas. You can see from all the faded paint. Still has the old Texas inspection sticker, which my state does not require inspections. So, yeah, here it is. And the good thing about this car, it has no rust on it nowhere. Just the paint is in bad shape, but I'll take bad paint rather than a bunch of rust. Alright. I'll tell you what, that's important in a second. Alright, so fast forward to about January. I'm on my way home from work, again, in this car. And a deer runs into the side of me. The only damage it done this time was just with that dent there. And it knocked this mirror off again. So I had to order another mirror. Alright. So then, right after that second deer hit me, my brother's car completely breaks down. He needed a way to work. And I just got that black Toyota Camry over there. He needed a car to drive to work. I told him he could use this car, and the car had around 355,000 miles on it at the time, around January 2023. So he was driving it to work, and then one morning on his way to work, he calls me. Says it has a dead miss. Alright, so cylinder 1 is now misfiring. So, that weekend, I think, we looked at the car, checked the spark plug, changed the spark plug, the coil wires, and the coil packs, and still had the miss. So at that point, I was pretty certain that it had lost compression where it was using so much oil anyways. It used 7 quarts of oil on that road trip. So I'm assuming cylinder 1 lost compression. Alright, so I had the motor from the parts car. I could have tried to rebuild that motor, spent probably $1,500, $2,000 in labor to rebuild that motor. But I decided to just replace the motor instead from the parts car motor, which had 198,000 miles on it. So it had right under 200,000 miles on the parts car motor. The original motor lasted at 360,000 miles. Alright, So I just now got that motor changed, and the flash just turned off, so it's going to be dark now. But anyway, I just got the motor changed, and the car's running great. I'm back, and the car's now at over 365,000 miles, as you can see. It's running perfect, just like it always did before everything happened. There's the parts car back there. So the plans are with this car, it just needs a few more odds and ends. It needs an exhaust. As you can see, it's kind of loud. And it's going to need new tires soon. But other than that, it's running great and everything works. We put no speakers in the doors. We put a new windshield on it, you know, that new mirror. We done a tune up on it. Changed the transmission fluid, transmission gasket, changed the oil, obviously. We put new control arms, ball joints, had the front end lined. We done a lot of work, me and my brother did. We changed the motor by ourselves, just me and him. And I just now recently got the car back from him. And it's doing great, and I'm going to continue the trip to 1 million miles. So I just wanted to give y'all an update. I'll make a better video soon. You know, a more in-depth video. But the car is still doing good, and I'm excited. I'm more excited than ever, because I've not even had this car in the last since the beginning of the year. My brother was using it to drive to work, and everything happened, but it's all fixed and ready to go, and I got the car back. So it's time to continue the road to 1 million miles. So thanks for watching. Drop a like on the video if you're excited as I am, because now that I have the car, I can drive it as much as I need to, and just see how many miles that I can get on it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again very, very soon. And thank you for being patient with me. I just started working. Like, there's my working, like, I have this hard hat and a pair of boots here for work, and it's just been crazy. And you know, I have to drive over 100 miles per day for work, so that'll help a lot on getting the car up in miles. But thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.